Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today is a video that I wanted to do forever. Jared's with me because, like we say in every video, I have to have his help because I run out of breath in about 3 seconds because I am currently 34 weeks pregnant. We are in the middle of packing up our house. If you can see in the hallway, that's our bedroom. It's totally empty. So we're gonna do our office tour. So if you don't know, Jared and I own a ear shop. It's called Main Street Ears. I started it forever ago and it's just blossomed into the most rewarding and beautiful thing. And I probably spend, and Jared, about 90% of our time in our home office. And it's just become such a special place to me because I've just put my heart and soul into this office to make it a happy place to sit for hours on end after I've worked full-time in the salon and then I come home and work full-time at home. I wanted it to be a happy place. So you will see that Cinderella is my favorite princess and this is the only room in our entire house that has color. You can see all of our other walls are gray. They're blue in here. We wanted to make it a fun and happy room, and because it is such a special room to us and it's about to be packed up, we wanted to film it because there's no way I didn't want to document everything in this room the way it was and just how special it is to me. So I am already out of breath, but as soon as we get done filming, we are packing it up. Literally within an hour, this whole room will probably be packed up. RIP my beautiful sweet office. But it's okay, I'll get a new one. So you walk in and this is my office. There's so much to look at, I don't even know where to start. And this is pretty clean, but it's still not as clean as it could be because I just finished with an opening. And so whenever I have an opening and I make ears, it literally looks like a bomb of fabric went off here. So like none of my drawers are organized. They don't ever really get organized, but pretty organized elsewhere. So this was my supply closet. We've already packed up a good bit of it, but we just have wrapping paper left. But when we actually bought our house, this is the color all of our walls were. And then we painted them those colors and blue because I was just like dark coffee. But this is where I kept a lot of our stuff. Actually, a lot of our YouTube stuff was kept in here, like our lights and tripods and stuff like that, and extra fabric and flowers and stuff that I didn't use quite as often stayed in here. And then on the door I have this sign. My mom actually got me the sign a long time ago and it's pretty much lived in the same spot since she gave it to me. It says always be brave. And then above the door, my mom also got me this. She got me a lot of things in here and some of them already packed, but she did get me this because when I was little I used to make forts all the time. It says, I have decided I no longer want to be an adult. If anyone needs me, I'll be in my blanket fort coloring, because that is so me. This is the door that you come into my office through, and then behind it I actually have all of my pins. I just finished this year and I'm so glad that I did. We have 1.5 million pins and these were just the ones that were loose that have never come on cardstock or that we traded for, because I have a whole bin of ones that come on cardstock. But I just bought this white corkboard from I think Hobby Lobby and then I glittered the outside of it and I've like put all of my pins. This is my favorite collection, this one and this one, but I completed, this is the first like pin collection I ever completed and this was the second one, and I'm pretty sure I'm done with the purses too. But that is my collection of pins and I'm so proud of it. It took me forever to get a bunch of those. I just have these like little puffy ball fairy lights that I actually got at Kirkland's and they're so dim, like you can tell that they're lit up but they're not super bright. They're just kind of barely twinkly, and we wrap them around our TV in our bedroom to add some just like warmth to our room during Christmas. And then beside my pins, this is where I keep 90% of my either velvet fabric or my cotton fabric, and I have them all labeled. I got these containers from Target. They still have them. They're like in the kids section and I just have them all labeled with my Dymo label maker. It's really cool. I love these labels. You like punch them. They're like embossed, and so I have like Animal, Festival, Halloween. This one fell off. Christmas, that's Cruise, but it fell off. This is like polka dots and plaid and stripes. That's floral, and then I have miscellaneous, and then that's a bunch of character fabric. I just did this recently actually because I got so tired of not being able to find what I needed, so I categorized it all, so whenever I needed a certain fabric I knew exactly where to go to get it. And then I got these 2 bins from Walmart I think, and they're so fun and they add so much color to this little corner, and they both carry my velvet fabrics. And then above that is where I have all my bolts of fabric, and I got those from all different places, like this one, and this one, or some of my first 3. Actually this one was one of my first fabrics ever, and I've had those for ages. And some of those I've never, like that donut one and this sprinkle one and this flower one, I've never even made ears out of, but they're coming. And then on this side of the door in the closet, I just have this like tower lamp. What's this called? A floor lamp. I got it from IKEA, and it's been like the best lamp ever. I've had it for like 3 years, and I've never had to change up the bulbs at all. And it was like 15 bucks or something. It's super cheap. Then we have our bookshelves. This has got a lot of stuff. So I haven't even, that says Hello Spring. Like, this has made it through 2 seasons. It's almost fall. You see how much I changed that? I need to change that to say, I guess probably Merry Christmas by the time I actually use it again. We have all this stuff on our bookshelves, and we actually have 2 of them, technically 3. On top we have, this is the first time we went to Galaxy's Edge and we got that like fancy Coke, and I didn't want to throw it away. And then on our honeymoon we went to T-Rex and we got this cup, and it used to light up. I doubt it does anymore because it's so old. No, but it used to light up. It doesn't anymore. What's in there? Oh, that's a wristband from a beach club that we stayed at. Jared's gonna have to come step in because I am so out of breath. I am struggling so bad.
So on the top levels of this bookshelf, we just have like a lot of our collectible like glassware or cups or mugs. We've collected these like ever since we started going to Disney together. Like, those came from a thrift store. Like, that came from a thrift store.
Still has like the stickers on them. It says it was $4.95.
Pretty much all this from here on came from some kind of thrift store or something like that. These back here have a full collection of all these glasses from the different areas of Magic Kingdom, and somebody even sent me the last one to complete the collection, which was really awesome. I think it was the Frontier or the Adventureland one. You didn't have the completer part, and we talked about it in our video, and somebody actually sent you one, and it was so cool. I was super pumped.
That one of our subscribers actually helped us complete that collection, because that's like Jared's favorite cups. And you have your Yeti cup back there too.
Yeah, Expedition Everest cup back here. This we actually got when we saw Aladdin on Broadway in Dallas.
This
I can't wait whenever I have an office one day. I'm saving this to burn then. It's supposed to smell like Walt's office.
It smells like cigars and leather, I swear. Like a leather couch and
that's been smoked on.
Yeah. But it's like, it just smells like so masculine and manly. Like, it's perfect. Like,
I can smell it just from you opening it up.
And I have had that candle for like 2 years, and it still smells super strong. It's from a company called Maple and Whiskey Candle Company, and they're based out of the UK, so shipping's a little bit more, but they're totally worth it. They are some of my absolute favorite candles. Could not recommend them enough. I have probably, I think I've got like 12 of them, but they're already packed into storage.
On the next shelf, this is kind of like Britt's kind of Princess Cinderella themed. This carriage she's had for a couple years now that she got at Hobby Lobby.
And then these dolls actually were hand painted. They're little peg dolls, and if I can find her shop, which I should be able to because I've talked to her on Instagram. She actually sent these to us a long time ago, and 2 of my favorite princesses are Cinderella and Tiana, and she sent me both of those, and she makes so many princesses and they're just so cute. Like, look how good this Tiana one looks. She even has her crown and her little leafing at the bottom. It's so cute. They're so simple, but they're so sweet. And these books are some of my absolute favorite books. I have a whole 2 shelves of this kind of like themed book. These all came from Barnes & Noble. They're classic series. They've got Disney ones, so we've got Little Mermaid, The Blue Fairy, Peter Pan, Jungle Book, Aladdin, Alice.
And Britt has 2 Jim Shores that are Cindy themed.
And I love Jim Shore. I've collected him since I was little because my Mimi collected Jim Shore. But now I collect Disney Jim Shore. And so I've got Jacques and Gus Gus in a teacup, and then I have one of the mice, I don't remember her name, sewing with her needle and thread, and it's so perfect because this is my office that I sew in with needles and thread. I just don't have little mice to help me. It continues on to like more of those books. We've got anything from Grey's Anatomy to the Grimm fairy tales to more Alice in Wonderlands, and we have Wicked and Wizard of Oz, Peter Rabbit, which is my favorite, and Madeline. And Jared loves the Robin Hood. The pages are copper, and I've never seen book pages be copper. They're usually gold or silver. This is our profile picture on everything. Joey actually took this picture one day sitting on the hub right before we ate Casey's. And then this is a little porcelain figurine that someone sent us for Christmas this year, and it's Mickey and Minnie sitting on a couch. Here is my crown that came from the Germany pavilion. It's one of those, they're not fancy, but they're not like plastic crowns. They're like, it's metal, and they're really, really pretty. Remember when I got that? Jared got
me
for your
birthday. When we did the fireworks tour, the fireworks cruise the first time.
Yeah, and I got a dress at the Grand Floridian, and then Jared surprised me with this crown. And I'd always wanted one because I wore one on my 16th birthday that my mom had gotten me.
Can't forget the Dingle Hopper either.
So many of y'all probably have this. We got this in the parks like
forever
4 years
ago.
These are just more books. We have ones that we picked up at thrift stores, ones that are brand new. We have the collection of like the, I don't know what they're called, but they're like, they tell the story of the villain. And then I have Cogsworth, and I do have Lumiere up on a different shelf. And I got this at the Beauty and the Beast gift shop in Magic Kingdom. You go from that to the Harry Potter shelf and the Star Wars shelf. We've got Star Wars books, we've got Harry Potter books, and these we got at the Disney store in Dallas one time, and they're like little fake succulents. Here we just have some more books that aren't really like themed to anything. We just collect books. And there's a picture of us in Oakley and then Kipper. And this is actually like a replica of one of the bottles from the Yule Ball in the Goblet of Fire. And this shelf is a hot mess. Like I don't even know where to start because it just collects things. I have my record player I got for my birthday. And then this picture up here we actually found at a thrift store.
Yep.
And it was like $10 and it was part of the collection whenever Fill Our Magic first opened. And you could like sign up to buy one of these like limited edition print with a pin. And it has like a little Mickey pin over in the corner. And so it was so cool because Fill Our Magic is one of our favorite things, and it's cool that we have a piece of that magic when we were too young to have gotten it ourselves, and so we ended up with it for 10 bucks.
We've just found it in this just totally random thrift store.
Like it was hanging on the air conditioner. Like in some random thrift store in Arkansas. And then on the record player I have a candle. It's from a subscription box. I think it's Lit Joy. It's supposed to be from the Forbidden Forest. It just smells like pine trees. So it's like a Harry Potter themed candle. And then I have my Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. Scentsy, my mom got me this, and it actually donated to a charity when you bought from that collection. And then I just have a White Barn candle from Bath & Body Works. I bought a ton of these like floral candles when I first got pregnant, and then I quickly learned that pregnant Brit hates the smell of flowers, and so it all made me sick, and it's just kind of sat there unburned all through spring and summer and probably now fall. Well, actually, it's getting packed up. I'll use it next year maybe. This is such a classic thing for me because when I was little, I had one of these and I turned it on at night. If you get one of those now, they're really, really expensive. So I found this for like 20 bucks on Amazon. I was like, nostalgic, I'm gonna get it. And I love working in my office when I don't have anything else on, and this just like hum of my little fishy lamp.
This is another like one of our favorite pictures that we've ever taken. That's the toothpaste ball outside of Coral Reef. Most of this other stuff is just a, honestly, hodgepodge of stuff. We have a collection of magic bands in this box. This shelf, Britt has a bunch of her records stored here.
And I have a lot of like my Disney things in here. I actually made this and I thought about adding them to my shop, but I don't know.
I think it's cool.
I have a phone case from Pixie Cases here. She's one of my favorite places to buy Disney phone cases. And then I have all of my pins and brooches from the Merry Making Mouse in here, and my magic band bows, or my Apple Watch bows from Sprinkle of Glitter. I don't even know if she really makes those anymore. She kind of does like wood cutouts now. And all my Disney buttons that I've gotten from Clubhouse Buttons are in there. And this is just a collection of a lot of things that people have sent us that is jewelry. I keep in here in case I want to pop on something that's Disney jewelry. And then here it's another collection of things that people have sent us over the years. This is one of the first things we ever got. Someone sent us this Ohana bow and we've had it forever. And I love it. I actually did wear it to Ohana at the bottom of my hair braided one time.
Honestly, I don't even know what a lot of this stuff is besides like a little notebook.
I have a lot of
maybe
journals,
planners.
and I have my Erin Condren planner is right there.
And I think there's a couple of coloring books over here.
Well, I'd like to take them when we go on the airplane. When we went to Disneyland, I knew that I would want to do something because it would take forever to get there. So we brought coloring books. And then I've just got like businessy stuff, like cards and things to keep receipts in, and just all kinds of stuff on that shelf. That one's just a mess. And then in these drawers, I just have a bunch of like notepads and some old pictures of me when I was a baby. When I was a kid. That was like I think I was in first grade or kindergarten. And then this is like for all my planner stuff. This is washi tape and stickers, just all kinds of stuff in there. On that shelf, that is our Keepsake book. It opens up, it's actually a box. We got it at Disneyland, and it is full of like party tickets and like flight boarding passes and just all kinds of things that like we didn't want to throw away, that we've just collected them. And actually we have a lot of your letters in there. We've kept them in there. We don't throw anything away, we keep everything. And then that's a picture of two sweet girls that we met at a Magic Kingdom party, and they got us cookies, and I will forever be grateful, and I will be friends with them forever because they went and got me a sugar cookie from the Christmas party when we were not attending the Christmas party, because that's all I wanted.
And this frame I think we got in downtown of our town, and it actually looks like Epcot or Spaceship Earth.
I need to put this picture in it, so I just set it right there so it didn't get ruined.
This is a box of a lot of our pins that are actually still on cardstock. So the ones, like Britt said, that didn't have backings on them, we put on the board. The ones that still do, we've kept in this box all together. We have a lot of limited edition ones in here.
Keep all of our trading pins in this little pouch. All of our ones that have actual like little rubber backings that we put on the board, we kept all the back. And then this is my favorite Magic Band box. It was a Jenny and Burke, the hat collection, and so I kept that box because I love it.
I'm pretty sure in that old popcorn tub, I think there's more Magic Bands than that too.
Is. There's a lot more.
We have so many Magic Bands over the years that we've just probably run out of room to store them now.
And then the bottom two drawers, they're hard to get in and out, so we're just gonna keep them in there. One of them is full of yarn for crocheting, and the other one is full of my very first ears that I ever made. And I will not pull those out and show anybody ever until I die because they're awful. And then I'm gonna sit because I am out of breath and my baby's in my ribs and I cannot breathe. So Jared's gonna talk about the next shelf.
You just gonna find your zen over there?
I just need to find my breath, and then I'm sure my zen will follow quickly behind.
Alright, so that was it for bookshelf number 1. Bookshelf number 2, we have on the top, that was one of the drawings we got for staying somewhere before, I think, on property. We have an adventure book that we've never put anything in. That
I got you that for our first wedding
very first anniversary. Britt got me this. It's literally like a replica of the one off of Up, but we just haven't put anything in it yet. Pretty much the same for that Walt Disney World book. I think we got that on like our first
got on our honeymoon.
trip.
It's an album, a photo album.
One day we'll get these full of things. And then the first shelf.
It used to be full to the brim of Tsum Tsums. And then when we were going to pack up our office, we had stuffed animals all behind here, all on the side, all on the chair that we've collected, pillow pets, and we decided that while we were packing those up, we would just scoop that shelf off and go ahead. Because I mean, that whole shelf from the bottom to the top was full of Tsum Tsums. We probably had 200 Tsum Tsums. It was a bunch. So now what's on it is just like space filler kind of. It was kind of, I had to build that shelf in.
Where did this elephant come from?
I have no idea. I've had that forever.
And then we have Chip. We got this picture frame at Disneyland.
You'll see that none of our picture frames actually have pictures in them, except for those first two that we showed you that are our favorite pictures.
Those are the outliers here. We have our Pixar ball mug, which was basically just being used as a filler now. And then this is another one of Britt's Jim Shore Disney pieces. This is Anna in Spring with sunflowers, because Britt actually really loves sunflowers.
And I love Anna so much.
Yeah. And then these books, like this one and a lot of these right here, these are all like really old Mickey books that we found, and most of these came from this used bookstore in Dallas. So if there's like some really awkward pause right now, Britt's mom just showed up to help us finish packing, so we had to let her in.
If you hear something like she's taping boxes in there, and
tape going everywhere.
The tape is like really loud when you pull it out. We're gonna finish this real quick because we've got to get this office packed. It's gonna be so sad.
So back to this shelf. This turtle was actually made in Nicaragua that I got there while I was on a mission trip. Here's another one of those succulents that Britt was talking about we got at the Disney store. Hammy contains like almost all of our coins, so even through this coin shortage, if we need coins, Hammy's our boy and has them here.
Got it on lockdown. This is where the shortage came from. Hammy is eating all the coins.
And then, like I said, a lot more of those books there, and then obviously another picture frame without a picture in it.
But I love that picture, minus the like 4x6 frame. I love that picture of Mickey and Minnie. And then this shelf is my very favorite shelf in the whole office. It is my Winnie the Pooh shelf. This is where all of my collectible Winnie the Pooh things are. I've been collecting Winnie the Pooh books since I was little, and they have all found their way here. We literally have them from brand new to like so old. Like these are like barely hanging on. They're so old. And then we have a honey succulent. So this is me on my 16th birthday. That was the first time I ever ate at Crystal Palace. And then I have a Jim Shore Winnie the Pooh and Piglet that my mother-in-law gave me for Christmas one year. And then this is another thing we got from an antique store. It's just an old plate that's got Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin and Tigger.
This Pooh is out of place, but we actually had to use him there as another bookend for just these few books we have on this next shelf.
That was your little brother's piggy bank.
Yeah, it was.
I say little because he was like 8 when he gave me that because he knew that I loved Winnie the Pooh.
Now he's 16 and taller than me.
And he had a Winnie the Pooh piggy bank, and he gave it to me because he, y'all hear that tape? But he gave me that piggy bank because he knew I loved Winnie the Pooh.
So that's the story behind Winnie the Pooh. This pineapple, Britt actually really likes pineapples and Dole Whips, and her mom actually got her this one, and she just thinks it's really cute. And she said, I don't know, you've had this for only like 3 or 4 years now.
I know, I love that old pineapple.
These books don't really go with any particular collection or anything. They're just kind of a random assortment and mixture of different books that Britt and I have collected over the years.
It's pretty much like that from like here down.
All the way down, yeah.
We have like all of my Jane Austen books, Charles Dickens books. We have a bunch of like crystal books, crystal healing, chakra healing. We've got a lot of essential oil books, just a random stuff. A paint swatch book. It's like literally full of paint swatches from all different paint brands. I think it's really fun to actually look through. I know it's really good, but I love it.
You're not watching paint dry, but you know, it's kind of like the next best thing. One of these days I'm gonna have bees on our land, so I have a couple different beekeeping books that I got, and Britt has that really old picture album that...
Please do not open that book and show anyone any pictures in there. That is also for my 16th birthday, but I'm not keeping
Hence the Winnie the Pooh.
And any of those pictures. And then on the bottom shelf,
I got this at Galaxy's Edge, and I just kind of put it there as a keepsake.
On the bottom shelf is just a lot more books, but with it we have this picture frame we got in Chicago at the Disney store, my Lumiere that goes with my Cogsworth, and it's the only other Magic Band box I got, and that was for my favorite collection, which was the Passport collection, and that was the Dunienberg box, and it's like a suitcase. I just thought it was super fitting for, you know, traveling, so we keep it down there. And this is like the centerpiece, I guess, of my office. It's a yellow chair. It actually has an ottoman that's underneath the table over here that I keep my feet on when I work. We got this from IKEA, and they have it in like a faux leather and an emerald green velvet, which I want to collect all of them. This is my favorite chair ever. I feel like it's like it's
become my work chair.
It's like a Dr. Seuss chair. I love it so much. And then these are 2 of my favorite signs. We got this at Disneyland.
We had it shipped back here too, so we didn't have to bring it back with us.
On the airplane, yeah. And they shipped it, and it cost like $20 to ship it, and I knew it was going to get here safe. I didn't have to put it on an airplane. So know that you can always ship stuff from the parks if it's big. And then this is my work chair. I got this at Office Depot online, and it's pink, and I keep blankets on the bottom and on the back just to keep it like newer, longer. So this is my actual like office area. This is where I spend like 90% of my time. This is a dresser that I got from Target, and it is full of all of my, oh look, a Winnie the Pooh picture. It's full of all of my sequin fabric, and I have it all color coordinated. It's gonna be so heavy to move, but I've got every color under the sun in these drawers, and I like rainbow, and I like everything to be in color order. And so this is my thread holder, and it was actually my mom's, and she gave it to me, and it just keeps on my thread. And I have a sign that says "They're kind of surround like confetti," and I have this sign that actually turns off and on, and I just have my shop's name on it, and I got that at, I think, TJ Maxx. And then this is actually the most special thing in my entire office. It is a journal, and I've written to the baby. I write on this side, but you can't see anything, but it's a journal, 9 months of being pregnant, and I write to him once a week in this journal. And then we have this cork board, and this is my favorite. This is my small shop pin cork board, where all the small shop that I order pins from, or that send me pins, are on here. And pretty much these are from a shop that doesn't exist anymore, and that's my friend Joanna from Milamau. But everyone above these, like all of these, the park stamps and all the cake, are from a pin company called Pin Bake Shop, and I love these pins. They're like cakes but designed after princesses. And she even did like ones like Mulan, and she did Pocahontas. So like I love when people do characters that are not the most popular, like, because those are some of the best, like she did Nerd. And then this is my favorite scent for Christmas. It's the peppermint marshmallow. That's my favorite scent for Christmas, and I loved it so much. I bought like 3 of them, and it just is so cute in my office that I've left it out all year. And our Charming Charlies actually went out of business, and when they did, they had these, like, fall's really easy, but they clip on, and you store headbands on them like in their store, and I needed somewhere to put my ears. These are my Small World ears. But as I make my ears and get ready to ship them out, I line them up. I actually have another one, but it's already packed. It's my ear holder. And then these curtains I got from Walmart, and I like them because they're curtains, but they still let the light in, and they just have gold metallic polka dots on them. And I ordered these Christmas lights. Like I said, I hung them up for Christmas. Like I put that candle up for Christmas, then I decided they were cute, and I decided to leave them up all year long. And I got these off of Amazon, and they're like the new LED kind, and anytime that I get LED, I refuse to use them unless they have pink in them, because the old classic Christmas lights had pink, and the new LED lights never have pink, and the pink just makes it. You gotta have the pink light. And then there's just just all of this stuff. Starting from here, I have two of these. I have one right here and one right here. These came from IKEA and they just hold a bunch of my stuff I need for ears. So like ribbons, headbands, uncovered headbands, stuff like that. And then this one has a lot of like fabric scraps in it and pre-cut fabric like for headbands and for ears and just all kinds of stuff like pre-made bows. And then below my desk I keep all of my plain cotton fabric, these and like everything else. It's color coordinated minus this random black one on top. I keep all that under here because I don't use it as often, but I still need it to be reachable. And then this came from I think Michael's, and it just has a bunch of pre-made bows in it, so whenever I need to grab a bow, they're all made already, and so I just keep those in here. And here I have my bows made, so whenever I'm making a pair of ears and I can't figure out really which bow I want best on it, I can just take these out and hold it up to each one and be like, okay, I like this color or this color or this color and this color together. Like, it's a good way to like example different colors together. And I have a bunch of tulle down here and pre-cut like wraps for headbands. And this is a rainbow drawer that I got from Michael's, and it keeps a bunch of pre-cut fabrics in here for ears and keeps a bunch of velvet stuff. I keep a lot of my office supplies in here and like my letters for my board over there that I never change out clearly. And that's it for my drawer. So on top is where all my like things that I reach for all the time. On the top of this I have my label maker and I have a llama lamp from Target. I really just got it for the lampshade. I loved the lampshade so much. And behind here I have these like little encouraging cards that my friend Madeline sent me a long time ago, and every like card has something like encouraging on it. This is perfect for today. Every day is a fresh start. And Jared and I have this fan in nearly every single color because it's our favorite mini fan, and it's a like a mini tower fan, but it's so quiet you can't even like hear it. Totally, if you need like a desk fan or a fan right beside your bed blowing on you, or you need to travel with a fan, that is called the Chill Out fan. You can get on Amazon, and 10 out of 10 recommend. It's my favorite fan. And then we have our Thomas Kinkade calendar. We always every year I get a new Thomas Kinkade calendar for Christmas, and I always get the Disney one. This month the theme is Pocahontas, and it is the most beautiful print of Pocahontas ever. I love it so much. And then my favorite part of my whole office is my gallery wall. So my gallery wall started because we bought this Cinderella picture and we got it and we kept it forever, and eventually we framed it. But that is Walt Disney's favorite scene in any movie he has ever animated, is when she transforms from her rags to her beautiful dress. And so that's one of my favorite scenes too, and that's one of my favorite moments in any Disney movie. So I decided, since my room was Cinderella themed, that would be like my centerpiece for my gallery wall. And then I just have all kinds of things above it. I got that sign, I think I'll be happy today, at Hobby Lobby forever ago. I have a picture of Jared and I when we went on our Disney cruise, and a picture of Roy and Minnie on the bench. That was a picture that I took. It was one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken in the park, so I framed it. And we have a bunch of the animation drawings. We've got Jessie, Daisy, and Pooh in a bee outfit because I just think that's the cutest darn thing ever. We have a bunch more that are over there behind the bookshelf that we just ran out of room to hang, and so those are the ones that made it so far. And then we have a bunch of prints that some of our subscribers have drawn. Someone drew us that Dole Whip, and then the chocolate chip Mickey ice cream, and then I have this sign that says Wonder on it, and a Grand Floridian keychain that has just pretty much been there since I got it. I think one of the coolest things on here is a postcard that they gave to everybody whenever you ate breakfast at 1900 Park Fair, and it is the strawberry soup from the Grand Floridian. And so I love that we got that, and it made it home unbent, and we were able to frame it and put it on the gallery wall. Alright guys, we're in the home stretch. Thanks Jared for being the cameraman. I had to sit down. When I had to stand up and talk, I am out of breath in like 3 seconds. My desk is made up of 2 desks from IKEA, and I just have one going this way and this way. They're 2 separate desks, and it's worked well for me. And I just have my little Moosey over here. I saw him at Cracker Barrel one day, and I saw these eyes, and I was like, Jared, he has to come home with me. Look, he's looking into my soul. So he came home with me. I actually got 2 of them because he had one friend, and I was like, can't leave him behind. So I got the other Moosey and sent it to my friend. And then I have a bunch of my name tags that go into my ears, and a bunch of pre-cut Mickey confetti that goes into my packages whenever I mail ears out. And then this is my handy dandy sewing machine. I've used a sewing machine since it started. It's like how much is a sewing machine? Like 50 bucks from
Yeah,
Walmart?
maybe, yeah, something like
and
that.
I bought it because it had flowers on it. The end. And it has built a business. So thank you, little sewing machine. This is brand new. My friend Jewel, she owns a cup company where she makes cups and t-shirts and all kinds of stuff. And I saw this one, and I'll leave her shop link below. She made this goofy cup for me, and it says gosh, and I like custom did it. Like, she had this done. I asked her to add this on the back, and it's so pretty. And this is the only cup that I'm actually leaving out while we're packed. And then back here I have this little white jar, and this is where I keep all of my like character pins. So I've got Mickey, Goofy, American Mickey, I have Minnie, Pluto, and I have a Donald, and a bunch of these little puffy ball pins. Down here we have a dog bed, and this is Oakley's dog bed, and it's a Mickey. It is so soft, and he loves this dog bed so much because he can just like,
it's like a nook for him.
Like, he just loves it. He feels safe. Our big dog keeper can't get in there, so it's like the one place he can go, and he's like away from everybody. And this is my computer. This is where I do all my work at, and we have collected these little porcelain hippos from Animal Kingdom Lodge. You can also get them at Animal Kingdom, and you can get them at the little Africa area in Epcot, which is where I got most of these, actually, was in Epcot. I love them, and I use them as fabric weights when I need to cut fabric because they're so heavy. And I've just collected one of each color, and they just make me so happy that I have this rainbow of hippos staring at me all day long. And then I have a collection of Fast Pass cards because I get glue all over my cutting mats, and I use it to get the glue off. Have come in handy. My trusty glue gun. This is my favorite brand of glue gun. It's called Super Bonder, and I've gone through like 15 of them. And then under this little thing, I got this I got it on Amazon because I needed something to lift it up so I could have more storage. I have 2 brushes. These are the wet brushes, and I have a Cinderella and Pocahontas one because your girl's got some long hair like Rapunzel, and I gotta brush it all the time. I just have like knickknacks up here, my little pin thing, and this is actually something we got a long time ago from an antique shop, and it's from Disney, and it's the Orange Bird. And I keep some lotion up here, and back there I keep all my pencils, and that is a Mickey donut mug. I got it on Amazon. Almost done now, and I feel like I'm prolonging it because I don't want to tag them off. So I have this candle. This came from Michael's, and this candle smells just like Flight of Passage. So I have it on my desk, and I keep it in this little candle holder I got from Bath & Body Works. It has unicorns and a rainbow on it. This is my newest little gadget. It's called a Tee-Hoo, and it is a vacuum cleaner for my desk. And so I can pick up like all the sequins and everything else on my desk. I just keep it over here, and it runs off of like AA batteries. And it's the coolest thing. I got it on Amazon. And then I keep all of my scissors for cutting fabric in here, and I keep a little desk fan here. This actually is going to come to the hospital with us to have the baby. I love this little fan. Again, I got it on Amazon, and it is like the best little fan. This comes to the park with us. This stays on my desk. Like, I use this fan for everything. It's rechargeable with a USB on the fan, or you can plug it in here and charge it like that. And this is my little pen tower. I keep all my pens and Sharpies and markers in here, and I have a scrunchie. My friend has the Mike Wazowski scrunchie, and I have the Sully one. And this is actually called a Wonder Wand. And when I start to get really stressed out, I sit at my desk and I watch this glitter fall, and it's the most relaxing thing. I have 4 of them. I have a pink one that stays in my office, a green one, a blue one, and a purple one. Y'all remember these from when we were kids? Like, I feel like these were out when we were little. Jared doesn't remember them. I feel like these are things you could get like arcades or something. They're so fun, so I just keep that at my desk. That's it. And I wanted to talk about the background on my computer really quick. Pretty much the same. The background that always is backgrounds from the Disney Parks blogs, and I change them out because they've got one for like every season. They have an Easter one, a Halloween one, which is what I'm using now, and then they have a Christmas one, so it just adds some color and some fun and a little bit more Disney to my area that I work in. Alright guys, that is it for my office tour. I feel sad, so sad on the inside because
it means we gotta pack it up now.
I have to pack it up now. I put off filming this video till the very last minute because I did not want to pack this room up, but the time has come. Now you've seen my office. I've documented my office. This is really more like, I'm happy to show y'all, but this is more for me getting to document this and remember it, and remember it the way it was forever. So thank you, little office, for being the best happy place in the world. Yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that this inspired you if you have a Disney space or you needed some inspiration in any way for seriously a Disney space, because it's vomited all over this room. This is just my little magical nook at our house, and it makes me so happy being in here. But it's time to pack it up. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see you next Monday.